Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Kurt, aka the Vitruvian Gamer, and I'm here since a long time with a new playthrough. Well, it will soon be a playthrough, but because first we are going to show how to set up this game, and this game is, and let me take the box cover, or the box lid, already messing things up. Legendary Encounters, the X-Files Deckbuilding Game, which is, oh man, I don't know how many legendary game, but it is in a series of well-renowned games. I do have the other ones, lots of the other ones. I do have Legendary Encounters Alien, Firefly, and I also have Legendary Marvel, the normal Legendary. So this is the latest one in the series, in which you are going through the seasons of the X-Files, which is my favorite television series. Now, each time you play, you are going to play through 3 seasons of this game. But first, before we start, I'm going to show you how to set up the game. And I'm going to play solo, but with 2 investigators. Now, each player will gain a starting hand with, if I'm not mistaken, 5 assault teams and 7 field agents. Each player shuffles their deck and puts them as a draw pile at their place. So there we go, Mulder and Scully, because that's the next thing we do. Each player chooses a character or picks one at random. Of course, we will be playing with Mulder and Scully, the 2 lead roles, of course, of this awesome series. Alright, what else do we need? We need the special agents. There are 5 of them, 1 of each, I don't know what it's called, skill set with the symbols in the top left. And you give them a shuffle as well and place them in the space dedicated for special agents face down, so you don't know which one is where exactly. Then take the pile of doubt cards and place them on the doubt stack spot, and do the same with the belief cards with the famous poster that was in Mulder's office. Next, take the pile of wound cards, and they look like this. Give them a good shuffle and put them here where the stride deck should be. Now, we have 3 priorities here, the evidence. So that's what we're trying to do to make the end game go easier. And there are 3 levels. So we have priority 1, 2, and 3. Shuffle each one of them, the piles, and take one at random from each and place them in the dedicated spot for them. Next, we also need the bureau of the academy, which will be made out of 4 characters. Now I've chosen these at random. We got 4 different characters here: Skinner, Monica Reyes, John Doggett, and the Lone Gunman. Give these a good shuffle, a very good shuffle, and then place them as a draw pile here. But before you do this, you might have some syndicate enemies. This is this pile of cards, and they all say syndicate enemy. You shuffle this deck as well and take 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at random, and you shuffle them together with the academy cards. So once these are shuffled, you place them here, and then you draw the top cards and place them face down on the bureau, which is a big difference with the other Legendary Encounters games. And the legendary games, they're face up in those games, but in this game they come into the play face down, which is interesting. Now, next thing we do is we take the seasons that we're going to play. Now, every season has its number here and a letter A, B, or C. If you want to mix seasons, always play with 1A, 1B, and 1C season. That's very important. And before we do this, we also will shuffle the end games, and they have a different back, as you can see. You'd first take out the clone card, which is only used when a certain end game comes into play at the end of the game. But for now, we just shuffle it and put it face down at the bottom of the conspiracy deck. The other cards can go back into the box for now, and then we take the cards from season 3, give them a shuffle, and take, well, 8 out of them. This number depends on the number of players. So in this case, 2 players, 2 characters, and that means 8 cards. And you place them on top of the end game. Now you do the same with season 2. You shuffle these. Also take 8 of them. Now I forgot one thing. Oh, this would be a bad rule explanation. In each season, you will shuffle a random lead from a pile of cards and a random informant. So also give these a shuffle. As you can see, there is quite a bit of setup in this game. So you give them a shuffle and you put them, one of each, inside of the deck of cards. Those are cards that you want to find as well. So there we go. And we do the same now with the season 2 cards. So we shuffle them, take 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a lead and an informant, put them in there, and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle again, and put season 2 on top of the cards of season 3. Next step is season 1, and put them on top of the other cards right over there. Now each player give their deck a good shuffle and draws 6 cards. That will be their starting hand. And then the player or the character with the highest rank, which is the lowest number, in this case rank 2 for Fox Mulder, because Scully is rank 3, they will be start player. So Mulder will start this game, and well, that's the setup of Legendary Encounters the X-Files. As you can see, there's quite a bit of setup, but afterwards the game is worth it. And with that said, let's go and play at least one round to see what happens, and make this about a 20-minute video. So I'll be right back to start the game. Okay, let's start with round 1. Now I'm sorry about the light, it's not perfect, it's dark outside, I don't have great lighting. It's even a miracle that I'm doing a playthrough at this moment in time. So we have a starting hand for Mulder, and before he gets to play and he gets to do anything, he will go to the conspiracy phase, which means we add a card from the conspiracy deck face down in the first free spot in the shadows. Now let's see, we have, oh, that's 3 of each. We have 3 field agents, which give us power to buy, and the cost to buy is on the cards here, but they are still face down, but we will be able to scan these. And let's go a little bit closer maybe to make it a little bit better for you. So also these places have to be scanned. To know which card this is, I need to scan this place, and this cost me 4 fighting power with these scars. I only have 3, which is kind of sad, honestly. So we are going to go for the easy route. We're going to play at least one to scan this space. And let's see, we have an assistant director, Walter Skinner, which we can choose any player to draw a card if we activate it. But the cost is 3, I only have 2 left. So, I don't think I will get it. How there are some with only 1, but I'm going to use the other 2 to scan one of these spots. And let's see, it also depends a little bit on what's underneath this. I'm going to scan this one, which is a lone gunman buyer's card. Activate, choose an enemy and change its attack value to buy value, well, to fight against it, or vice versa. All right, there we go. 3 attack, but that doesn't do us anything good. So we go to the cleanup phase There are no enemies in the field, so we don't get any strikes. And we draw 6 new cards for Mulder. And there we go. Now Scully also has 6 cards. But first she adds a card to the shadows. Alright. So, what are we exactly trying to do here? We are trying to beat the end game. At the end of the game, there is the end game card that I showed you during the setup. In order to defeat it, or to make it easier to defeat it, we need to get these evidence cards here. We have to reveal them and we have to gain the evidence, which happens through leads, which are also shuffled into the conspiracy deck. So we're trying to build up our strength while trying to find those leads. So what does Scully has? Well, I'm really unlucky with the scanning for the shadows because now I only have 2 attack. Now I need 3 for this one, so again, not enough. I do have 4 recruit, as you can see here. And with the 4 recruit, we could get one of those 2, but I think I'm going to scan first. So I'm going to scan with 1 and scan this one here, which is Monica Reyes Protector. Vigilant, discard. So Vigilant means after you play this card can stay and you can discard it when another player does something or whatever. In this case, when another player draws a strike that deals damage, cancel that strike, which is pretty cool. Oh man, I think she will get this card. So when you get a card, when you buy it, it goes into the discard pile, and then you gain the bonus that's on here. And in this case, it's not the discard pile. You may put the gained card at the bottom of your deck. So Scully will put the discard on the bottom of her deck. Perfect. That ends her turn, but not before we change this card here. And then we put these into the discard pile, and Scully draws 6 more. We know which one she doesn't draw, but that one will be here next time. All right, let's see. One more for Mulder, for sure. So Mulder adds a card to the shadows, and it's time that we get to scan stuff to find out some things. But now, of course, Mulder only has 2 attack, and I need 3 to scan. Oh man, the shadows will be filled up very soon. So this is kind of bad. So let's do the same as Scully. Pay 1 to scan this place here. It is an of the books Walter Skinner card. To attack, activate, choose any player to gain a belief to their hand, which is pretty awesome. We will see beliefs later in the game, but he's expensive to get. So Mulder might as well take any one of the other 2, and I think we are going to pay 3 and give him the Skinner card here, which gives us buying power, the star here, and we can choose a player to draw a card if we activate it, which is pretty neat. All right, so that ends his turn already. Oh man, I really need to get into the field, into the shadows and fight there. So he discards his cards. Now he only has 1 card left to draw, which means he needs to reshuffle his discard pile. And let's do this off screen, and then draw until he has 6 cards. 4, 5, 6. Let's see what he got for the next time. Ooh, the new Skinner card is already there. But first, we go to Scully, who adds another card to the shadows. Is getting filled up pretty fast. Okay, so now we do have 3 fighting power. So what do we want to do with that? Do we want to scan 2, 3, or 3? I think we might as well just scan one of 3, because if we do the 2, we have 1 left. The chances of that being an enemy only with 1 attack is very small. So I'm going to play 3, and let's do this one, which is an X-File. It's the Manitou, which is an enemy creature human. This might be important for certain cards. Alright, so he has a lot of text here. Strike. If this enemy damages you with a flesh wound, which are the wounds that don't do much damage, you become an enemy creature Manitou with its power until the end of the next turn. Move your avatar to the field, skip your action, and strike face the next turn. You strike other players. Yeah, nasty. Alright, so we don't want this to happen. So there we go. We have an enemy in the shadows now and 3 recruits left. Let's use this recruit for the good of the cause. And since we can we'll just take buyers here, which cost 3. We had 3. And since we did the fidelity, bravery, integrity place here, we can gain a belief, which of course we will take. There we go. This will be clear very soon. All right, this card gets replaced. There we go. Discard pile and draw face 1 card. So she also shuffles back her discard pile. There. I do this off screen because it's a little bit easier, but I'm not cheating, I promise. There we go, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cards to put into her hand. Now, it's not very important which one she has at this moment because none of the both characters have coordinate cards, but we'll see. All right, Mulder's turn, who is adding a card to the shadows. And as you can see, every time it goes to the left, everything slides to the left. He has, let's see, he has Skinner here, which lets him to choose a player to draw a card. Now, I don't think he will. He's just going to use his 3 attack that he has just to kill this one because he can. And this one goes to the defeated conspiracy discard pile right next to the draw pile. Then he has, oh man, I think, if we're lucky, we can buy this one. I'm going for it. So I'm going to play the Skinner card and let him activate as well to choose Mulder himself to draw a card. Oh yeah, so we got 1 more recruit. So that means in total we have 5 recruits. Let's get off the book Skinner, which is pretty cool. So that one goes to the discard pile, but we don't have to put it on the discard pile. We can just put it on top of our deck. Awesome, great, perfect. End of the turn, we discard our played cards and we draw back up to 6 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, did I just buy him from here or from here? I think I cheated. It's at the bottom of the deck, right? I think so. He was right over here, I guess. Or was he? Oh man, I forget. Oh my goodness. It was the X. I think he was here. All right, let it be like this. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6 cards. There we go. All basic ones. And go to Scully, which will be the last turn for this episode. We add another card to the shadows. And it's as if we just started the game. Nothing is revealed. Let's try and fix that. All right, so first we have a belief. Now, beliefs have 2 options. You can just play it to draw a card. You can do that anytime. You can also choose to activate it and then you resolve your belief. And each character has its own belief here. As you can see, this one here is the truth is out there for Dana Scully, which gives +1 attack for each defeated enemy alien. We didn't defeat an alien yet, so it doesn't add anything for now. So we just will play this to draw a card. Now, if we would use this for the belief, it will be discarded at the end of the game. Well, at the end of the turn, not put back on the deck with cards there. All right, so we got quite a bit of that attack here. We got 3, 4, 5 attack. Let's put that into good use, shall we? So I'm going to use 2 to scan. And let's scan this one. Is this one? These red ones are events and they're all bad, really, I promise. Each player puts the top character of their deck on top of the academy. All right, which is bad news for Mulder. So this one goes on top of the character deck. And the one that we just put at the bottom of the deck is the only one for Mulder, so he puts his on top of the deck. So we just wasted 5 recruit to get that one. This gets discarded. Oh man. And we have 3 attack left, so we're going to play that one. And let's take this one for now. Oh, purple ones are good. Purple ones are good. These are informants. They give us a benefit as long as they are in play. So let's see. Ongoing. So this is until it disappears. When a player plays a lone gunman card, draw a card. All right, we have lone gunman cards, but I don't think we already recruited any one of them. If the lone gunmen weren't in the academy to start the game, players can recruit them from outside the game. Oh, that would have been cool, but for now it's that would be better. Dang. All right, so we have an informant. We still have 2 recruit, so let's use them to scan this one, which is a police officer, John Doggett. We can recruit this for free and put it on the top of our deck. Let's just do that. And the second one we use to turn this one around, which is of course the one that Mulder paid for and lost. Oh man. All right, that was Scully's turn, and that will end this episode. So Scully will draw 6 new cards to start her next turn with the police officer, of course, that she just drew. But next turn we will play with Mulder. All right, that's it for this episode, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here with the next one. We're looking decent. Still need to uncover a lot of stuff there. We do have an informant, but we don't have any lone gunman yet. That's sad. We need to find the lead as well. Alright folks, thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to thumbs up and comment and share and whatever. But please do come back next episode for more X-Files Legendary Encounters. Bye bye.